What's going on, everybody? This is Neadom Tucker with Kotori Technologies. I've got over 20 years experience in the IT and security business, and today we're going to talk about the cost of computers and laptops in your business. How much should you spend on a computer or laptop for your business? General office computers are really kind of referred to computers that are used for the general office. I don't want to say that, that sounds kind of goofy, but think of the typical office worker. What are they using? Things like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, email, Outlook maybe, or web-based email system, some sort of line of business application like QuickBooks, or maybe Sage, or whatever your line of business application is for your business. And then a bunch of internet tabs open, of course, because they're doing a bunch of research online or looking for things, or calling vendors, or whatever. And so that's what we're talking about when we say general office user. Your typical, I'd probably say about 80% of the workforce out there we would consider a general office user. Now for these users, we want to really budget about $500 a year for the computer. Now, $500 a year, what does that mean? So every year you expect to keep the computer in production and under the manufacturer's warranty, you should estimate $500 for the machine. Now, because we don't, as a managed service provider, we don't install, we don't make computers, we don't build computers, but we expect that our clients to have the computers covered by the manufacturer's warranty. So if there's an issue, we can get them replaced. Again, we're not in the hardware business. We're in the service business to provide service to our customers. So really $500 a year. So if we take a look at that, covered by the manufacturer's warranty, typically next business day support by the manufacturer for 3 years. Most business computers come with a next business day 3-year warranty. Dell, HP, Lenovo, all of them come with that. You're going to spend $500 a year, so about $1,500 on the machine. That includes the operating system. Typically, you can get a UPS and maybe not a monitor. Depends on how big of a monitor you want. But again, the system should support 1 to 3 monitors with that $1,500 a year price. And then if we're taking a look at laptops, laptops are going to be a little bit more because of the compact form factor. And again, this really depends on the size of the screen and stuff like that. But from a budgetary standpoint, what should you put in your budget? We want to budget about $800 a year for that. So a laptop that's going to last you 3 years should cost you around $2,400 for the 3 years. Now that makes the assumption for that $2,400 that the laptop is covered by the manufacturer's accidental damage and protection warranty. Now what that would mean is that if you drop the laptop, it falls, you put some water, you run over it, whatever happens to the laptop, the manufacturer would replace it due to an accident. Now that means you typically have to send your laptop in to get repaired. Also, a lot of laptops come standard with like a 1-year depot warranty or a 3-year depot or mail-in warranty. And what that would mean is that you would have to ship your laptop off and then wait for it to come back. Now that's a problem for most businesses, and so you can typically upgrade those warranties to a next business day on-site warranty where someone will come on site and do that. And that's typically where you're going to see most of your prices. $200 to $300 are the cost of those laptops for those types of warranties to add under 3 years. And if you go year 4, it can be a little bit more as well. So again, for a PC, about $1,500 for 3 years, and for a laptop, about $2,400 for 3 years. So power users are really the users that are kind of number crunchers. Your business owners are considered power users. VIPs we would consider power users. And those are the guys that really can't tolerate the little spinning wheel. Anything revolved around waiting for something, we would kind of consider a power user in our organization. Your organization may consider a power user, maybe your CFO or an analyst, or somebody that's using more of the system's resources than required. And in those situations, you really want to budget about $700 a year for a laptop in that situation. So, for a desktop, $700 for a desktop, and about $950 for a laptop. And so if we take a look at a three-year kind of run on those as well, you're looking at $2,100 for a typical desktop, and then about $2,850 for a laptop in your business. And those are the things that you really want to kind of take a look at. And again, that all depends on, you know, how many years of a warranty we're going to get for those. Okay, superpower users. These guys require really expensive computers. We're talking about 3D CAD rendering people, video editors that are wanting to deal in 4K, people dealing with SolidWorks. Typical 3D rendering systems are what we're talking about. So if you're having to do any sort of 3D renderings or video editing or anything that has the word rendering in it, we're going to need a really powerful machine to do that. And that rendering, that power typically comes in the form of what's called the GPU, a graphic processing unit. And that's separate from the CPU. And that's going to add additional cost to your computer. And so your computer costs, your PC desktop costs should be around $900 a year. So you're going to spend $2,700 for just the tower, guys, just the tower itself, not the monitors or anything else. $2,700 just for the box. And that's for a PC. Now, if we're talking about a laptop, there's a lot of horsepower that have to fit into one of these guys. A lot of horsepower that's got to fit into a laptop. I've got one of these things as my personal machine. I do video editing on it and things like that. And you know, I do VMware things, all the other stuff that I do. I would consider myself a superpower user. You have to really budget around $1,050 per year for that. So if you're looking at a three-year kind of laptop, you're going to spend about $3,150 on a laptop of that size. Again, these are, you know, required for businesses. If you're in the surveying industry or if you're in the architecture industry, you're typically used to that kind of price. And typically used to pay that. So guys, that really sums up, general office users, power users, and super users, superpower users are really the three kind of categories that really kind of define what a computer should cost you. Again, we talked about, you know, $500 for general office PC, all the way up to $3,100, $3,150 for a super user laptop. So again, there's a huge price variance depending on what you're needed. Again, I hope this helps you guys kind of budget this. Our goal is to help you budget these things for your ongoing year in your business. You guys stay frosty, and we'll see you next time.